excuse me. Like I can't get with people who get in a lane and do some shit and they are aware that hey, when you do certain shit that's against the law, first of all, and let's say you get caught. Hey, like what did you think was gonna happen selling drugs? What did you think was gonna happen when you got caught? When you was getting that money off selling drugs, it wasn't a problem. When that money was coming in, you seen, damn, this money come fast as fuck. Everybody cool with being a drug dealer then when that money coming in from selling drugs. But then when you get caught for being a drug dealer, everybody wants to, oh, my kids and oh, this and oh, that. When it's like, what did you think we were doing? Like, come on, bro. Like, what did you think we were doing? Like, at the end of the day, like, come on, bro. Like, what did you think we were doing? We wasn't selling candy. We wasn't. We wasn't doing no. It was already established that we were breaking the law to get money, and then people get in this shit and then want to play innocent or play uh, oblivious to what we were doing when it's time to get the consequences for breaking the law. Like that's the shit I don't get. Like why don't you just go get you a job that's legitimate and not sell drugs and not break the law and shit? But you got these little gay people playing like this street shit is what they do. Then they get in this shit and fuck it up with their little pussy ass ways because they want to play street. They want to play street. They want to play like this gangster shit is how they live. And then they get in this shit and get the telling and bitching their way out of the consequences for being a gangster when they wanted to play like this is the life they live. Like I don't understand that. Like there's a million other things you could do to get money, and I mean, granted, you're not gonna make as much money working no job as you would selling drugs or being a gangster, but that's not the point. Like the real motherfuckers, we understand. Hey, when you sell drugs, when you get caught, they're not gonna play with you. They're not gonna play with you if they catch you selling drugs. They're not gonna play with you if they find out you had to do with somebody getting killed. But we understand that. It's like these gay people get in this shit and act like there's not a consequence for killing people and selling drugs and shit. Like I don't understand like why do people even get into shit that ain't they lane in the first place? But they're willing to do anything for money. That's why they get in this shit. Because they'll do anything for money. However, nobody wants the consequences for being a drug dealer or being a killer or being a gangster when it's time to get them consequences. When they talking 30, 40 years, then nobody want to be a gangster no more. Nobody want to be a drug dealer no more. Nobody want to be a killer no more when they talking 30, 40 years for that shit. But they see the money, they see the material shit you can gain from it, and everybody looking at it from that perspective. But nobody look at it from the perspective of the rest of us get in this shit and we know that it's a possibility that 30, 40 years is the ending we gonna get out of this shit. We know, but we just take the chance that it's worth the risk that we could get in and get out. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't. I'm just not with all of these people faking and doing shit that's not them, and then want to bitch out of the consequences for doing it. Like I don't fuck with that. And it's like just because they willing to do anything for money, they get in this shit and they fuck it up with their bitch ass dishonorable ass ways that go against the code. I said what I said. Sauce Lord shit.